So let's talk about that, like how restraining orders and stuff work. So the first restraining order, my first time ever dealing with it, I was very confused. You know, uh, just a side note before we get too deep, brothers, if you are in a situation like I am, fight it. Get a lawyer first. I went into court believing that the information that I was about to present would be enough. And she came in with less, way less than I. And they approved it. And it didn't make sense to me. Okay, so my first restraining order was granted because there was an open investigation. Okay, with DCS and the police. That's the reason why it was granted. That's actually the reason why my ex even asked for it, or at least that's the reason that she told everybody. So that's the only thing that I can go with. And if she's watching this and if you think I'm lying, I got the receipts, right? Like I got the minutes, like you should have them too. So listen, I'm not flexing on you, I'm just stating facts. So let's continue. So it was granted because, there was an open investigation. Now, this may seem like, okay, well, that makes sense. However, it doesn't. Because what ended up happening was literally 2 weeks later, both investigations closed, right? Both investigations came out to be unfruitful. Both investigations came out to be like, well, there's nothing to see here. We've investigated, we've interviewed, we've talked to mom, we've talked to child, we've talked to dad, we've shown up at dad, popped up on dad, right? We've done everything that we need to do. He's been very cooperative, very open, and we can't find anything to charge him with, right? We believe that there is no reason for harm here. We believe that this is okay. Well, that doesn't retract the fact that the order of protection is active. It doesn't work like that, right? So if you get an order of protection, it's good until it's no longer good. But once it's good, there's no going back to trying to get it undone. You fall on the mercy. You can't get a new judge to review it and get it canceled. What it is that now you either got to serve off your sentence or the person who filed has to go and ask for it to be dropped, right? That's it. So clearly we all know how that worked out. Mom did not go back and redrop it after 2 weeks. Then the police said, yeah, there's no crime here. DCS said, yeah, there's no abuse here. But mom still made it stand. So that's how that works. This time, the restraining order is for 2 years. So I'm not able to see my son for 2 years. Actually, I'm not able to see both my son and this individual for 2 years. I have absolutely no idea why she decided to put herself in there. I have not talked to this woman in 2 years. I have not touched this woman in over that time frame. I have not done any of that. Now, we do email back and forth, and some of our emails can get a little, not happy because she's asking for A and I'm telling her I think B is better, and she thinks that because she pushed the children out, she should have the final say. No, that's not the reason why. She actually believes that I'm dumb. She believes that I'm less of a father and a parent and I don't have a valid say so. So that's the reason why she tries to trump me. But anyways, my emails are very firm, very straightforward, and very direct. And that is what she does not like. Now, with that being said, this one here, she did the same thing. Exact same thing. With one difference, and this was probably her downfall. Because the Karen that she is trying to be, what does Karens do? I want to speak to your manager, right? So when the police got involved this time, she wanted the managers to do the employee work. So instead of getting a police officer like I did the last time, I got a detective. Somebody who specializes in this and been doing it for a while. Well, she came in and she did her job. And she came in and she left. And she's like, yeah, case is closed. Like there's nothing to see here. Okay. The first one took about 6.5 weeks to close out. This one, it was closed out within a week. So when we go to court for this restraining order, that portion won't be able to be discussed because the police, the professionals, have already done their job and said that there's nothing to see here. Now I'm waiting on DCS, which DCS should follow suit sometime this week, God willing, so that when we go to court, it won't have any grounds to stand on, and then we can just address the matters at hand. And I can see my son way sooner than 2 years, because that's just too ridiculous. But for somebody who doesn't understand what a father is and the value of a father because they've never been presented one and they don't know what one looks like, I understand that you're confused about what you're seeing. I mean, hell, you know, hey, I was watching Demon Slayer the other day, and there was a scene where he saw the train, and in that, he thought the train was a metal beast, right? That he needed to slay. And people were looking at him like he was crazy. But in his head, you know, like he's never seen a train before. And all he's been doing is living in the wild. So it looks like to him a metal snake monster. Yeah, but he also didn't have a master's degree. So, I mean, I don't really know how that would correlate between you guys. But, you know, hey, that's what it is.